All right, so we're going to compare and contrast the measures of variation for the test scores for these two classes. So in order to do that, I need to put them in order. So I'm going to go ahead and do room A, and I'm going to start with 65, 67, then I have 72 and 78, 80 and 84, and I have 87, 92, and 100. And I'm going to find my measures of variation. So in order to do that, the first thing I need to do is identify the median. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 numbers, and that's going to be the fifth number. So our median is 80. And then we're going to identify the first quartile, which is the middle of the first half of the numbers. That's going to go right here in between 67 and 72. So I'm going to find the average of those two numbers. 67 plus 72 is 139. Divide that by 2. I have 69.5. That's my quartile 1. Quartile 3 is going to be in the middle of 87 and 92. So I'll find the average of those two numbers, and that's going to be 179 divided by 2. It's going to be 89.5. My interquartile range, I'm going to subtract. Oops, I meant to do that a different color. And that'll be 89.5 minus 69.5. Oh, and I didn't find my regular range. My regular range is going to be the biggest minus the smallest, which is 35. We're going to move on to the second classroom, so I'll draw a line in between, and we'll put these in order as well. And I'll start with, there's a 63, and then there's a 65. I don't have any others in the 60, so I have 73 and 79. Then I have 81 and 83, 87, and then I have 93 and 98. I'm going to do the same process. I'll go ahead and start with the median. That's going to be the fifth number, so 81. And then we're going to go ahead and find quartile 1, the middle of the first half. That's going to go in between 65 and 71. So the average, or sorry, that's 73. The average of those two, 138 divided by 2. Is going to be 69, and then we'll find the interquartile, or the quartile 3, which is going to be between 87 and 93. That's going to get us 180 divided by 2, which is going to be 90. So then our interquartile range we'll find by just subtracting 90 minus 69. There's going to be some borrowing. I have 21. I don't think I wrote my interquartile range over here. Let's do that work. It's going to be 20 exactly. And then we can find our range, and the range of this set of data is 98, minus 63, which is going to be 35. So if I were to compare and contrast this, I could say things like they both have the same range. You could say that when you look at them, quartile 1 and quartile 1 of both of them are really quite similar, 69.5 and 69. The medians are just a little bit different. And then again, the quartile 3 is just a little bit off by 0.5. So overall, I could say things like the quartiles are very similar. The range is the same. The interquartile range is very close to each other. The medians are very close to each other. So these data have a lot of similarities, but they do have a slight difference in the quartiles, the median, and the interquartile range, but they're pretty close to each other.